Hi, you have tuned in to the Raging Aggron channel, and I'm your host, Djingis. This will be the last draft recap from the Pokemon Winter League, Pony Division, and the last draft recap overall. Of the 32 videos, leave in the comments which team you feel are the best team in the PSL and the PWL. If you don't know, go back and rewatch the other draft recaps and say who you predict will win the PSL and the PWL, or who will win the PSL or who will move up from the PWL. Last but not least, then we have the Juneau Ninetales. Sorry if I didn't pronounce the name right. I don't know how if it feels like it. I feel like it's a French name, and I don't know, and I can't word in French except baguette and some other words. That most of them aren't safe to say in the video, so I will not do that. But yeah, Juneau Ninetales as a pretty scary team in my opinion. Therian as its first pick, Intimidate user, very bulky, rock setter, U-turner. It's pretty offensive as well. And thanks to the base 135 attack, you don't have to invest in this attack and it will still hit pretty hard. You can actually run Scarf, or you can run it bulky. You can do a lot of things with Landorus Therian. Then we have Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir is a very, very scary Pokemon. Thanks to Aerialate, a lot of the normal type moves like Return and Quick Attack that reduces to an absurd amount of times per battle. It hits extremely hard with Stab on those things. Thanks to Aerialate and Pixelate and the other late moves get a debuff in this gen, so it got nerfed. So it's not I think it was like 1.3 before or something like that, and now it's 1.2. So it's not as good, but it hits pretty hard either way. It's very fast. Rocks hinder it very much though, and if you're a Scarf, you'll most likely be faster than Mega Pinsir. Really good Pokemon in my opinion. Then we have Rotom Wash, Levitate user, yes, and Electric Quarter, very bulky, good pivot, does a lot of things that you don't want it to do. Can single-handedly destroy your team thanks to its bulkiness. Then we have Entei. Entei is also an very defensive Pokemon. For a moment I thought I got Intimidate, and I am pretty sure that I am thinking of Arcanine still. But Entei is a pretty good Pokemon. It's pretty bulky, hits very hard, base 100 speed is not something to laugh about. It's a pretty good Pokemon overall. I think it will work very good on this team thanks to Landorus and Rotom Wash. I really like this pick. Next up we have Braviary. Hits extremely hard. Choice Bandit is extremely good. Choice Scarf is very good as well. Defogger can be pretty bulky as well. I've seen Assault for Braviary been used to an extremely good amount to be extremely good. It's a Pokemon that gets Sheer Force as well, and that just makes it even harder to deal with. Very good Pokemon, very bulky as I said. Can do a lot of things that you don't want it to do. Then we have Steelix. Steelix is very bulky as most of those Pokemon on this team. But this thing is bulky to a whole new level. Base 200 defense, 75 HP. Hits pretty hard as well, can set up Stealth Rocks. It's not a spinner as I said in earlier episodes. I know that I've done that a lot of time and I've confused a lot of people. And as I said then, I'm doing these without notes, so I'm just going through what I think about them. I don't have any notes before I see them, just what I know from beforehand. Steelix is very good. Not as good though as it might be, but it's very heavy, and Heavy Slam, if I remember correctly, deals a lot of power to, deals a lot of damage, and since it's so slow, it also has Gyro Ball and it will do a lot of damage as well. And I have no clue why it did that. That's just annoying. That is annoying. But yeah, it's a very good Pokemon. Very good. It's a good Pokemon. very good stealth rock and very good wall, but not a very good Pokemon because it lacks special defense and it lacks a bit in attack in my opinion. But it's a good Pokemon, works well on his team in my opinion as well. Then we have Vileplume, the lesser Amoonguss and lesser Venusaur. Chlorophyll does not really matter too much, but Effect Spore is extremely scary on this thing. It is pretty bulky as well. Hits hard, and does a lot of things that you don't really think like it should do. I mean, Dazzling Gleam is not something that you think that this Pokemon should have. Drain Punch, the same there. Moonlight. Why does it get Moonlight? So I mean, it has some moves that you don't really think that it should have, but that it actually gets, and those can be really, really scary. Then we have Zangoose. Zangoose is not the best Pokemon, but it's pretty fast and hits hard. It's a good tier 5 pick, but I don't think he will ever bring it. Escavalier is up next, pretty bulky. Has a pretty good attack stat, pretty good HP stat as well. Can do a lot of things. Most likely it will just sit and try to Mega Horn things to death and just hope that you don't have Hidden Power Fire or a Fire-type move overall. But otherwise it's a very, very good Pokemon. Kommo-o is not the best Pokemon in my opinion. Bulletproof helps it with some damage resistance against the Fire-type moves, but it's not the best Pokemon, even if its stats are really, really good. I would like to be proven wrong, but I don't feel like Kommo-o will do anything good. I haven't seen it been used very well in the other leagues I already played the season or halfway through it. But I mean, it could do some damage. Seviper, I don't really know what Seviper does, to be honest. Maybe it gets Coil. It gets Coils, I mean it could do something like that. Coil up and start trying to sweep, but it doesn't have the... But I mean it has pretty good attack and special attack, and it's okay bulk. Infiltrator is actually really, really good on this thing also, so yeah, I can see this work pretty well. But I don't really know what it does. Now we have his Crystal User, Zoroark. I'm butchering some of these names, I know it. Illusion. You have no clue what Pokemon will be a Zoroark, and it will hit very hard, it's pretty fast, and if you are not prepared for it, it can actually sweep you. So this is a good Pokemon to deal with. This is a very good Pokemon to have, and a very, very good Secret User, because you will not know what Pokemon it is, and can therefore throw your opponent off completely. This is the last team here in the Pokemon Winter League, and the last team in the two leagues. Juneau Ninetales has a very good team in my opinion, but I feel like the South Africans, the Raptors, and the Rowlets have a very, very good team. Chicago Cubebones, they need stick webs to be able to work, but I really like that team. Even if it's a bit, compared to the other teams, very, very slow and lacks a lot of offensive pressure. But other than that, that's a really, really good team to finish with, the Juneau Ninetales. I hope you're looking forward to the seasons, the seasons, since it's one season in PSL and one season in PWL. And on my channel, there's a lot of the coaches doesn't upload to YouTube. They don't want to do that. So a lot of the games will be on my channel. So they will send me the replay and I will record the replay, then I'll just upload it. There will not be a layout for those battles, no commentary, it will just be the battles. So there will be pretty short videos, but it can be still really fun to see, and it's a very good, it's a really good way for you that would like to watch these two series to actually get used to the teams and the coach's play style. And depending on how it goes, we might do a season 2 for both leagues, and we have some Then there will be some changes to the tiers and so forth, but that's for a later discussion. Thank you for watching this video, thank you for watching all of those videos that I've done, and I'm really happy that this thing actually became so big that it actually is. For me it's just unbelievable that one comment on A-Drive's video would lead to 32 teams and almost 20 other people in the chat. Not that most of them are active, but I mean we are still almost 50 people in the Discord server, and I will link the Discord server in the bottom of this video so you can join us as well if you would like to, if you're a fan, if you're a new fan to the league. And I will see you all there. We can discuss a lot of things. My name is Djingis, and I will see you next time.